Superman is in theaters, and yeah, we're going to see it. This is an exciting one. I'm pumped for it, my brother's pumped for it, and we're going with a couple friends. But now hold on, we have a little while till the movie actually starts. Our time isn't for a while. I believe we actually have about 2 or 3 hours, and so we're going to be looking for a bunch of Superman collectibles before we go. But before we head out, I do have to show you some of the ones that I already have in my collection. Like I picked up Crypto a while back because I was worried that he was gonna sell out. It's a really nice one. I am super pumped about him. I hope that they make another version of Crypto in the future. Maybe him like pulling Superman, because I saw that in like that little clip that they did. I believe it was before Thunderbolts. Or I would also love a flocked version of just this one right here. It would look so good. Maybe make it like a limited edition thing. Oh, and speaking of limited edition, Funko is also releasing the limited edition Hawkgirl Pop. And I don't know when that is exactly. It might even be today, the day that I'm releasing this video. I'm not 100%, but I will be trying to get it as soon as it releases. And now hold on everybody, that's not all that I've got, because I also grabbed DC's Ultraman, because this is the Chase version for the Hammer of Baravia. I got this one too because I saw the Chase when I was at a store, and I was like, you know what, we should grab it, because Chases, they probably won't be around all the time, so I might not get one while we're out today. I'll probably be able to find everything else, but then again, that's not even a guarantee, because some of these are hard to find. And so I guess with that being said, everybody, let's get going to the first store. Okay, everybody, we made it to our first stop, which is actually going to be GameStop. And it's funny, I was walking back to the Pops, but then I found out they actually put out a little Superman section. Take a look, everybody. They have a good amount of stuff here, and I think most of the Pops. The first thing I noticed, though, is this backpack here, made by Loungefly, if you guys don't know, is a Funko company, and it is for the brand new movie. I love how this looks. Like, come on, that S in the front, it is so sweet. And then they've got some, like, Daily Planet shirts down here with Superman on it for the new movie. Like, look, it even has that new logo on it. Over here, we have this NECA Toonie Comics. This is something that I don't think I've ever seen before, but I love this. Then over here, buddy, we do have a Crypto plush, as well as some socks. We've got a keychain, and for the Pops, let's see what we're working with here. Now, we're not going to get too into this, because, of course, we will check them out after the movie, but it looks like we've got Lois, Guy Gardner. Is this one the Hammer of Baravia? Yeah, that is one of them. There is also a Chase for this one. We talked about it earlier. I've already got it, so the good news is we don't have to worry about it too much. Then we've got Lex Luthor here, Mr. Terrific. This one, I know it's Baby Joey. What is the other guy's name? Metamorpho. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need this too. And it's funny, everybody, I'm looking through this here, and they have almost everybody except for the regular size Superman. Like, look, everybody, they've got Crypto. They even have this comic cover, and also in the front here, they have the Engineer. So yeah, they've got most of them, but not the most important character. I know, don't get me wrong, the 10-inch one is nice. I will definitely be picking up this one, but if we want to try and get that entire set today, we're gonna need to keep looking. Oh, and you know what, everybody? I'm sure there's gonna be some stuff over here. In the action figure section. Look at this, everybody. They do have some from the new movie. Okay, now I know this doesn't have to do with the new stuff, but I do really like how it comes with a Plastic Man Build-A-Figure. That is pretty sweet. And what else do we have? Mr. Terrific, Ultraman Battle Damaged. Is there any others? I don't know if I'm seeing any, but either way, a pretty good selection here. Oh, actually, everybody, hold on. Down here, they do have a Superman robot. I really like that. And now, everybody, coming to the back section here, is there anything, like maybe there wasn't enough room in the front? We'll check the DC area to see if they have something. Like over here, guys, check it out. They do have the Pocket Pop for the new movie, so it's possible. And now, let me see here. We have some of the ones from Wonder Woman, so maybe it's over here. Oh, okay, I'm guessing that's probably where the DC one, well, the Superman ones specifically were. And so I guess, looking around a little bit more, there probably isn't anything here, but it's always worth a check, because you never know. And so because we are still missing a couple figures, and we have some time till the movie starts, let's go to the next store. On the right here, everybody, I did a little bit of thinking as to which figures I actually needed. It's going to be the Fortress of Solitude, as well as the regular Superman, and then I've got everything. Oh, and also, while I was over at GameStop, I found this one here from the original Superman movie of him changing in a phone booth. I picked it up too. We'll take a look at it later. And then I was thinking about it too. I don't really have any great merch for the movie, and I've got to wear a shirt when I go. And so I think over at Hot Topic, I'll take a look too. And then after Hot Topic, we're going over to Mind Games because they have a giant section of Pops. So fingers crossed we get those last figures. Oh, and look at that. They've got a sign out front. This is gonna be good. I found the merch for it. It looks like they have jeans as well as sweaters, and it looks like some hoodies back here and t-shirts. Okay, I am liking this Crypto one. That is really really good. Looks like down here they also have this Metropolis one, and they've got like some rings and pins and stuff. And then above that, is this more Superman? It looks like it. Yeah, really great stuff. Okay, hold on everybody. We just held up the shirt, and there is no way that this is an adult extra large. This looks really small. Yeah. Something weird about it. I don't know if we'll be able to get it. All right, now everybody, we've made it over to the Pops, and I've got to see what they have in terms of superhero figures. And it looks like they do have some good stuff like Naruto and Sonic, but that's not what we're here for today. We need, okay, we're getting closer with Fantastic Four, and everybody, would you look at that? Looks like they've got Lex Luthor, who we did grab, Crypto, and then in the middle, that regular Superman. So it looks like we found him. I got one down if you guys want to take a look. It's pretty much the exact same as that 10-inch one, just a little bit different. I think the base is to the side. Like, I think he's flying slightly different. We'll compare him later, though. Exciting that I got him. Oh, and hold on, everybody. To the right over here, they have another Superman sweater. It's crazy how it's just, like, glowing. The yellow sun. Well, everybody, I've got the Superman. He is secured in my bag. And now we've got to get over to Mind Games here. We just need that one last figure, the Fortress of Solitude. Oh, and I didn't even notice, guys. Look over here. They've got the giant. Can I zoom in more? There we go. The big Superman. Okay, I thought really quickly I would take a look over here. I don't know where they put their DC figures, but this is a lot of the superheroes, so I thought maybe, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not seeing anything Superman yet. This is all Marvel. Okay, it's not here. Actually, maybe I should have noticed there's a Marvel logo. I'm gonna walk down Star Wars. What do we have over here? Disney. Yeah, let's keep moving. Okay, everybody, I'm hiding behind another shelf of Pops here because I found this section. There's just some people in front of it, so give me a second. I hope they don't take it. Okay, everybody, I made it in, and now let's see. So they have Lois Lane, Hammer of Baravia, Guy Gardner, Lex Luthor. They have this Superman here, which is pretty cool from the original movie, Crypto, and look what they have, everybody. The 10-inch Superman, which we did get, but Superman and the Fortress of Solitude, the last one we need. Okay, I got pretty lucky there, everybody, because they only had one left. I'd asked, they had to get that one down that I showed you. And so now that we have every single figure, I've got to kind of rush because the movie starts in a few minutes. Check this out, everybody. They actually have some stuff. Look at this Crypto. The pillows are cute. And above that, they have t-shirts. And look at this, guys. This popcorn bucket is amazing. You can actually swap these out. Don't worry, I got one though, so we'll be able to take a look at it later. And look at these here, guys, the collectible tin and cup. Come on, these are great. Okay, everybody, we have made it to our seats in the theater. Nate is good to go. Noah and Emily have their shirts on and their cups. Let's do this. We're back, everybody, we're back! And as you can see, we've got the popcorn bucket and drink cup, and I've gotta say, these are some great pieces. Like the Daily Planet box, as well as the cape on the cup with Crypto on top. You can't beat that. And you know how I was talking about it earlier, that you can actually open this thing up and swap it out. So the front was Crypto, like I had, but then when you flip it, you can actually have it so it's Superman, and I think having that option really is sweet. Oh, and when it comes to the movie, I've got a bit of a take here, and I don't know if it's a hot one, but I want to mention it, that I think Superman, even remove the recency bias, like, just because it is brand new today, I think I would say this years from now anyways, I think that Superman, this version of Superman, is, a top 5 superhero movie ever. James Gunn does an amazing job with all of his movies, and I think that this one is definitely not an exception. He did a great job with it. And so anyways, moving these off to the side, let's get into some other stuff that I picked up, because it wasn't just the bucket and drink. We've also got every single pop that released! Like, come on, everybody. This is crazy, the amount that they did, and I love every single one of these. Now that I've seen the movie, I'm appreciating them even more. Like Mr. Terrific, I didn't know much about him. Also, when it came to, what was his name again? He's the weird one down there. Why can't I think of it? Hold on, I'm checking him here. Metamorpho. I almost called him Mephisto, but either way, Metamorpho, I'm liking him a lot more now because he just looked so weird before. I didn't really know what was going on with him. The Engineer is also a really great one. The Fortress of Solitude looks really good, and how it's just like the front door and him walking into it. And of course, you've got the 10-inch one back here. Like, there is so much going on. It's hard to talk about everything all at once. Oh, and don't forget, everybody, I also had these two from before, DC's Ultraman and Crypto. So So this right here is the entire collection. You know what also, something that I want to mention is that Guy Gardner. I thought that he was going to be a lot meaner in the movie, but I liked him. He was kind of like a good comic relief character. It's a good Green Lantern, that's for sure. And then Lois Lane, she even has her little recorder on the front there. I think it is. Or is that the Daily Planet card? Oh, it looks more like a Daily Planet key card. I thought she had her little, like, you know, voice recorder. That would have been pretty cool. But either way, it's a good pop. And just for, like, a person, I don't mind it. Sometimes when it comes to the people characters, and you guys know I've talked about this before, they're not my favorite, but Funko's been doing a great job with them in, like, the last couple years. And let me see here. What else haven't we talked about yet? I guess the Hammer of Baravia. If you guys haven't seen that one yet, that is also a really cool one. The only thing that kind of bugs me about that is that the shoulders should be larger than the head, but because it's a pop, of course it's going to be wider, which is a bit odd, but if you just look at the pop, I think it looks pretty decent still. Oh, and now, of course, we were going to compare the two, the 10-inch one versus the smaller one, and if you guys want to see, they are similar, but not the same. And I think I'm enjoying the smaller one better and how they did, like, the base to the side. I think that looks really cool, but I also really like how you get, like, a giant version of the suit with the 10-inch. And then, of course, swapping this one over to the Fortress of Solitude, I just want to take a bit of a closer look at it here because there is a lot going on, and I kind of wish that the Fortress of Solitude was a little bit thicker in the back, but either way, the Antarctica on the bottom, they're kind of like, you know, that snow bottom, as well as him floating in with that clear base, is a pretty good way of doing it. It's funny, everybody, I do not have enough room to show these guys off on the table. Oh, and you know what? Now that I think about it, we hardly even talked about Baby Joey. Let me see if I can slide him out of here. Yeah, that is an interesting one because Baby Joey isn't really like a major part in the movie, but he definitely matters. That's all I'm gonna say because I don't want to spoil too much. I want you guys to go and see Superman if you haven't yet, and I don't want to, you know, just let you know everything before you do. And yeah, Metamorpho, I definitely think that there is a couple different versions of him that they could do because the movie, he does a lot of weird things, and I'm not gonna go farther than that. Oh, and everybody, the engineer down here being a Pop Plus. I don't know how I feel about that, but I understand why they did it because she is jumping, she's got a little bit more detail, I think she's also metallic, the hair is pretty thin, so maybe that was like a little bit more work to do, and I think overall, it's a well done figure. Actually, this entire set looks great. Okay, so the next thing that I picked up was actually over at GameStop, and I know I showed you these, but I didn't tell you that I was grabbing one, and so I got the Superman robot action figure. It looks amazing. This is number 4, or, well, that's all I'm gonna say, number 4, and I love that they gave him the different heads as well as the hands, and he's got a base too, and when you flip him around, there's like a good like sketch of him here. It looks really clean. I think this is just like a fun thing to pick up today because, you know, I like the movie, and I thought this was a cool one. I remember seeing it in the trailer because I picked it up before I had seen the film. And so I don't know, I liked how they looked in the trailer, and so when I saw this, I was like, yeah, we're gonna go for it today. And then the other one that I grabbed is actually one that I talked about earlier, and of course I've got to show you. It is from the original Superman, and it's of course the Christopher Reeves version where he's coming out of the telephone booth. And I guess while I'm taking the sticker off, I can tell you a little bit more about the movie because it was, okay, you know what? It was one of those movies where it did not feel like it was like 2 hours and 10 minutes. It felt more like an hour, and I wish it was like, you know, more like 3 or 4 hours long. But it also was one of those things where I was just so, like, immersed in the entire thing. It felt too quick. Like, once the movie was over, I was like, oh, no. Like, I wish there was more, but the story still felt complete, if that makes sense. I also felt like they introduced every single character really well. Like, there wasn't somebody who I was like, you know, this person, this wasn't necessary. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Wow. Does the door move on this? No, it does not. But there is so much going on. Look at this thing here. Oh, yeah. Actually, speaking of Christopher Reeves, it was really cool to see. I believe his son's name is Matt Reeves, I think, if I'm not mistaken. He was a reporter in the movie, and that was just like such a fun little cameo because, of course, his father did pass away. It was cool to see him back in the movie. I'm also loving how he's got the hat in the back there as well as his bag and the Superman logo. Like, take a look again, everybody. That is just such a crazy figure. And well, everybody, I think that is pretty much it for today. That was a crazy fun experience. If you went and saw the movie, please let me know what you thought in the comment section below, because I am so pumped to hear what you thought. And also, I'm hoping that they do make some more Pops in the future, like I said, but I don't want to talk about them yet because I feel like some of them are spoilers. But like one that I could talk about, I guess, is like Guy Gardner with a giant version of his hand, because that does happen in the trailer. Besides that though, I don't want to get too into it. And anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great one, and I'll see you tomorrow.